Hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning or afternoon or wherever you are. Hi. Here we are. What's the threes for, guys? Hi. Glad to see you all in here. Yeah, so here we are. Oh, we already got some new members. Oh, thank you. Be intentional. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Creepy B and James Steele and everybody, all the mods, all the members, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, well, here we are. um, my my title might seem a little clickbaity. It's kind of twofold reason here for me putting that down, making that title. Yeah, I feel like I had a lot of success and encouragement when I quit smoking 7 months ago now, and part of my success had to do with you all. And I think that it's good to have some accountability, even in my own personal space of, addictions and things that I'm working on and working through. Many of you can relate to them. And also, we can help each other. And so, I mean, it's no secret that I'm overweight, guys. No secret. And I'm reminded of it a bit. In fact, the other day when I ended a stream where I was basically saying that I don't support what's going on, certain people's actions, but um, I wasn't going to completely trash or throw anybody in the trash or throw anybody away. I didn't realize I hadn't blocked this person, but two certain protesters that are together started texting me as soon as I ended the stream. And one of them who has a doctorate, proceeded to call me a LOL cow, calling me a cow. Okay. I'm sure that they were very much aware that that could possibly be triggering to me. It was in the context of being some kind of internet LOL cow and sent me the definition. And just when they were going to add to it, I blocked them. So they didn't get to finish it. But I've, I have been doing a lot of thinking. Been talking to my doctor. I have done so many diets, guys, like so many diets. And I never really stick with them because they can be very oppressive. And I'm not super organized and disciplined. I really don't have that kind of willpower, you know? So I decided, okay, no more dieting. I need to just change my lifestyle. And um, it just so happens that I was watching this interview. Probably many of you know who Jillian Michaels is. Jillian Michaels was one of the coaches on The Biggest Loser. And of course, that show got a lot of ridicule because that it deserved, but also there were some really good things that came out of it as well. And I like Jillian's approach to a lot of things. I like to listen to her talk about other subjects too. And she had some people on who she had trained and they have been successful 15, 20 years later. And what she said was the the 35% of people that were able to work through their eating issues and also just their self-esteem and have success in keeping the weight off were people who really had done the work in their growth and their own self, their own facing traumas from the past, dealing with relationships and working through those kind of issues, which in turn showed on the outside, And so she was talking about this thing called ACE, which I'm sure many of you have heard of, adverse childhood experiences. And yep, adverse child experiences here, definitely. I never really think about it as that because when I look back, I'm just like, yeah, that happened. I don't really think of it as affecting me particularly today, but I guess it does, And they say knowledge is power. So I'm trying to learn because I really want to be successful with this. Yesterday, I took the day off from streaming or anything, and I went to the store and I filled my cart full of vegetables and organic stuff. And thank you to those who have donated or sent me super chats or whatever. I've been able to put that towards some good food, so I appreciate that. And not sad fishing or whatever. I don't know. It's like so crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna try again, get back on the horse. And they say that sometimes it takes like 7 times, 7 times in order to break an addiction. And I never really thought of it as an addiction. Just like with smoking, isn't it funny? Like I knew it was an addiction, but I didn't realize I was actually addicted to a drug and it was controlling me. And you can't quit food. You got to eat because you'll die if you don't. But there's a lot of emotion, a lot of things that are wrapped up in it. And now when I get stressed, I don't smoke, but the whole dopamine addiction and cravings and hits that you get off of eating, I can go all day without eating, and then at night I'm starving. So I'm really trying to regulate that. I'm trying to work on some things that are triggers for me, using a lot of terms that sound cliche, but also going back and thinking about my past and my relationship with food as a kid. It was sometimes I didn't even know where my next meal was coming from because I was homeless and I was like going from pillar to post, as you say. So as they say, so I don't even know, I didn't even know where I was going to sleep, let alone what I was going to eat and where I was going to eat. And then in the foster home, things got better. Like I was never an overweight child till I went through puberty. And there were some things I think contributed to the fact of me struggling with my weight as a teenager. And I did lose it. I gain it. I lose it. And part of it was, I think, mentally, and this trigger warning here, if this is bothering anyone, please, just put down your phone. And I totally understand that this can be upsetting, but I think it's important to talk about for those that can relate, because it's something that I've really struggled with. So I want to just share that with you. And yeah, it does affect, me today, and even dealing with the situations that have been going on in this community. It's something that has always been like a go-to, and so I'm really trying to be aware of it, because again, knowledge is power. And thinking about being a child, and I remember, my adopted mother, going to Weight Watchers, going to something called Tops. She wasn't like morbidly obese, but she was pleasantly plump. And I blame the church suppers for that. And the processed food that we used to eat, because we were, there were 10 kids in the house. She was getting subsidies from the government, but everything was like measured. And we ate a lot of like TV dinners, cheap pot pies and things like that. And I never, like, until I met Duncan, I I never even knew that there was such thing as real maple syrup. And here I am living near Vermont. I never had real maple syrup. I never had like real honey. I never had real butter. I didn't know any, like, of course I never had lobster until I was, an adult. But I my relationship with food kind of was like a love-hate thing, you know? And it was such a treat, like, if we ever got to go to, like, get ice cream, because we had 10 kids, So it was something that, like, you looked forward to if you ever got it. And then as I got older, I realized that, like, I had a tendency. I mean, I don't know if there's anything such thing as addictive personality or whatever, but I had a tendency to turn to food because I tried to sneak cigarettes when when I was a teenager. I always got caught. I was babysitting and I snuck a little bit of vodka once, which I got caught. I got caught doing everything. I mean, the kid was sleeping. That was stupid of me, but yeah, I did it. Confession. Another another troll video about to happen. Sure. But I yeah, it was really, really bad. And I, of course, in the Christian circles, overeating was something that it was like able to be It was more acceptable, you know? There was still a shame involved in it, but it was more acceptable. So, like, I tried a cigarette, I tried a little sip of vodka, and I was just like, "No, those aren't for me." Then later on, of course, as an adult, I did, but yeah, I feel like I need to deal with it, and because I'm in public, talking in public all the time, I thought I would share that with you. And there's some things that have been coming up in my mind and in my heart, and it's so hard to face, you know? It's so hard to deal with because I'm I'm out here kind of healing and dealing with things before a lot of eyes. And I'm willing to share that with you because if I can help somebody, and I know that's a cliche too, if I can help one person, but I really truly mean it. I really mean it. That if I can help someone overcome an addiction or just even like have that journey together and talk about things, um, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth making myself vulnerable and talk about it. So, yeah, I'm going to get your input. I've got, well, 16 stars. Thank you so much, Giorgio. And I thought I would just talk about that. And, you know, the whole fasting thing is something like I know a lot of people do the intermittent fasting. Just the name fasting is just bothers me. So I really don't want to try that. And again, it's another kind of diet or method. I don't know if I can do any methods right now. I just need to, I guess, try to be healthy. I don't really know the answer, you know? So I thought I'd just talk to you guys about it. Okay. I'm gonna go scroll back up. Okay. My money is on bed bugs or fleas. Oh, what's eating me? Oh, no mention of bed bugs. Okay. Hey, Hanley, good to see you. Just a northern girl. Glad you're here. Don't be a Rodney. That's right. Hey, Stasia. Good morning. That was a really good video that well, William Good Streets had done a video the other day talking about, you know, his take on this whole protest movement and all that, which he pretty much started. And I thought it was very balanced. I think he's very fair. And Aaron did one last night. And I guess I'll say this for the record. You know, I know there's a lot of trolls watching, a lot of people that pretend to have the moral high ground watching. Yeah, I was in Aaron's chat. Big fucking deal. Like, it's, you know, it's so ridiculous, this black and white thinking that you have to completely throw everybody away, you that you are a enabler of narcissistic abuse if you're just watching someone's videos. Big fucking deal. I'm just so sick of it. And it's like I'm not going to call people and give them attention and opportunity to use more stuff against me. It's just so stupid. It's like if you're sorry, then shut the hell up. Don't be like, oh, you call me and I'll apologize. No, 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 no. It's not, doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I'm not going to be manipulated. Zena Marlene, everybody. Zena Marlene. Okay. I'm going to go through some more comments. Yes, Giorgio is backstage. You are correct. Such a good guy. Thank you, Giorgio. Suspiria, please hit the like button if you think George should dress in a monkey outfit for it. I think so. Yep. The flying monkey should use the Rolling Stones song Monkey Man. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Yep. Doesn't matter what you say. Haters going to hate. Pluck them all. Yep. Exactly. Oh, well, I guess that's where all of the doctors go to the Urban Dictionary, right? I know people with doctorates. I kind of gave up because I'm a stress eater, and there is stress plenty. Yep, I hear ya, Dr. MLS. The only way I lost weight was by cutting out one snack a day and adding speed walking on regular errands. Yeah, I ordered one of those. I had Duncan look it up for me because he's really good at like doing the consumer reports and comparing things and reading all the the reviews and everything. So he ordered me a what are those called? It's not a treadmill. It's just like a walking pad. I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be here Friday, so I'm excited. Hey, Carrie J, good to see you, honey. Food hoarding is common among abused children. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Sarah, I just had timeline therapy, which is almost reprogrammed. Never heard of that. Hmm. Giving up processed food is essential. Yeah, it's so hard because, I've got to definitely plan ahead. I've got quite a few meals planned ahead. So, but it's hard when you just want, you know, convenience, right? Granny G, menopause metabolism changes when you quit smoking, plus stress makes it really hard to lose, maintain your weight. Yep. It's even harder now. Seja, I'm a sugar addict. Giving that up was easier than I imagined. Yeah, I've been better about it. I try to eat more fruit, and I I personally like the what is it called? Swerve. It's like erythritol. It's like I think it's sugar alcohol. It doesn't seem to bother me like digestive wise, and it doesn't have that aftertaste that like some of the other sugar substitutes have. But I try not to overdo it. But I do put it in my coffee, in my tea. My Sharona, I'm so glad this is a topic today. I was just trying to watch the hearing EDB is covering and what's EDB is covering, and the prosecutor triggered me big time. I was doing all kinds of self soothing, fortunately not eat. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, Giorgio knows. Oh, Emily, break it right. Okay, gotcha. I know who that is. Yep. Sharona, good to know I'm not alone. I'm still trying to calm down in Maryland's point. Aw, thank you. Very sweet. Hasten, I'm grateful that you are vulnerable with us, Marilyn. That is very brave. Thank you. Mischief managed comment. It took me until I was 30 to realize that my weight issues began the year my dad left when I was 7. Yeah. KDC, excuse me. Gotta do another Xena Marlene, guys. Okay, that's better. This tea is awesome. I have endless amounts of Yorkshire tea. Thank you. Thanks to Giorgio and Kelly Copter. Okay. I don't weigh myself because I'll obsess about the number. I stand backwards and at the doctor's office. I know I now I think more about how I feel and how my clothes fit. I do intermittent fasting. Yeah, I tried Noom a few months ago, but it was so oppressive. It was like they wanted you to weigh yourself every single day. And I mean, I guess it's like this exposure therapy thing, but ugh, I don't know. It was too oppressive. It was just too much, you know. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you, honey. Cut out anything white, no sugar or flour. Anything made with these products causes inflammation and tubbiness. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, we had some banana bread or bananas that were overdone, and I always make banana bread. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can, alter it a little bit. And it actually came out really good. I did half organic whole wheat flour and half unbleached white flour, but I mean, I could probably go all the way to the whole wheat next time. And I used applesauce instead of all that oil and I put a little bit of like pecans, but not the salted kind. And what else did I do? Yeah, it really came out good. It really came out good. And we put like some fresh strawberries on it and just ate it like strawberry shortcake on it. So I'm working on it, definitely. I'm gonna try to make some actual whole wheat bread because Duncan never he always needs like some kind of, starch, but sugar, flour, potatoes. Yeah, potatoes is a big source of inflammation for me. White rice become yeah, right. I hear ya. Yeah, I just gotta try to stick to it. Brenda Street started it, but Aaron really multiplied it with his channel. Give credit where credit is due. Yeah, a lot of people have been working really hard promoting that. And yeah, I agree. And I won't name any names because I don't want to put targets on their back either, but there's a lot of great protesters out there. Asen, comment, black and white thinking is culty, just saying. Black and white thinking doesn't cut it in a world of grays. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Lena, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. Appreciate you. Self-love and full acceptance here now for okay, for all here now for all. I'm not sure what that means, but I know what the self-love and full acceptance. I love that. Thank you. Just another girl. I'm still reeling from hearing that those people called you names. So sorry you're being used as a punching bag. Thanks. I mean, I don't know what else I can fucking say. I mean, I took the SBTV logo off. I don't know what it's like. I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's like I am who I am, and I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not going to be intimidated and silenced. But at the same time, like, I don't really want to be involved in all this bullshit. Like, I'm going to do, excuse me, I'm going to do my own thing as well. And no one's going to tell me who I can be friends with and who I can talk to and what chats I can be in. It's just bullshit. It's ridiculous. Brenda, fasting's okay when you are young and healthy. It can be dangerous when you're older. I won't recommend to anyone. Yeah, well, I did a lot of fasting in the cult. That's why I'm not really too keen on that. But yeah, it's like it's not food is something you can't quit it, right? So it needs yeah. I just want to have a better relationship with it and to try to get moving too. And it's hard when you're in pain, but I'm working on it. Judy Chang, the problem is that when someone verbally and emotionally abused, verbally, emotionally being complacent is enabling them. No disrespect intended, but enough is enough when it concerns abuse. Emotionally being complacent. Well, I don't think I'm complacent. This is right in front of my face and I'm dealing with it all the time. So, yeah, it's okay if people think I'm, I don't know. It's just, I'm me. I'm me. I change my mind every other minute. Sometimes I just want to delete my channel. Sometimes I'm really mad at people and don't want to be their friend ever again. And then other times I'm like, everyone's redeemable and I'm not perfect either. And I'm not saying it's acceptable. It's not. But what's happening in this community and this whole like bullying and witch hunt and just, attacking people just for kicks and for shits and giggles, that's disgusting. It's so wrong. And I just don't see how that's justified either. I am who I am, and that's all I can say. I don't know. Stay Spirit, if anyone is wanting a healthier relationship with food, I strongly suggest following the Plant Slant on Instagram. Been great for my complex PTSD disordered eating. check that out, honey. Yeah, if you can send me that, that would be awesome. Hey, Brooke Elliott. Hi, sweetie. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And so I'm glad to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Girl, Cheryl, as long as I don't have to give up brown food, I need my chocolate. I hear ya. It's funny. Like, I mean, I like chocolate. It's not something I ever really crave much, unless I'm really on like a sugar crash, and like sometimes I will really crave sweets and chocolate and stuff like that. But usually it's more of a savory girl. And the other night I had bought some kale that was like washed and already cut and put in a bag. And I love kale chips. And the reason I don't make them a lot is because it's so much work, you know. The only thing is they were so small that I like inhaled some kale dust after I made the chips. And that was, I was like, oh my God, I gotta be careful of that. But I'm also trying to like get a list of snacks or whatever I can have that will kind of satisfy that savory kind of chip craving, you know. I love bread too. Granny JC, Marilyn, discussions like these are why your channels. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just look at it as like I'm coming out and talking to my friends. And I like to do the content where I do some research and like yesterday or day before yesterday, I did one on the 2x2 cult, and I'm definitely planning on continuing that. There's some other cults. Someone sent me something about the ramp cult in Alabama. I forgot the Hamilton, Alabama, run by a woman, and it is a Christian Bible college kind of thing, like missionary training or ministry training. Oh my God. So similar to Door of Hope. So I'm definitely going to do a deep dive on that. There's actually some kind of Scientology overtones to it. Very interesting. So I'm definitely going to cover that. But my favorite is to just do these talks on certain topics that a lot of us can relate to. Feral Cheryl, both genders are able to become narcissists. It's not just men. I say this from experience. Context matters too. Yeah, I'm sure, Cheryl, you're probably being called an apologist as well. But I guess us apologists can stick together. It's just so stupid. It's whatever, you know. Yeah, that's right. I've heard that. Stay out of the center of the grocery store. Shop the outside walls. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to think like, okay, I had a pretty big shopping cart full of mostly vegetables and some proteins. Like I got some hummus. Not really huge meat eater. I swear, if Duncan wasn't such a meat eater, I probably wouldn't eat much of anything of meat. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of dairy yesterday either. But I got this kind of like organic sprouted bread that was really good. Like I had one little piece of it, was like 70 calories, but it had a lot of fiber in it. But yeah, I mostly shopped on the outside. What did I get on the inside? Probably olive oil. What else do you get on the inside? Like, I don't know. Oh, I got some canned beans for my soup I'm making. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Stewed tomatoes. That's pretty much it. But you're right. There's a lot of processed food. Girl, Cheryl, if it comes in a box, nope. It takes a while to change the diet from the sugary, gluteny stuff where we're used to clean veg. Yeah, you know, I got to the point where I was like, I'm afraid because I don't know. I know what I can't eat, but I don't really know what I can eat, you know? I did get some avocados. Um, yeah, last night I made stuffed peppers, but I used a combination of wild rice and this chicken sausage that I have that's very low fat. And it was really, really good. It was really good. I did indulge in a little bit of mozzarella cheese on the top with some marinara sauce, but those were good. Jay, what? You're not perfect? I might have to unsubscribe. That's an understatement. Granny J, narcissism is an equal opportunity condition. Absolutely. Yep. And you know what's funny is like I'm at the point where I I eh, some words are used like gaslighting and narcissism and everything so much they lose their meaning, you know? And things um tend to they don't really stay stagnant. They end up being like almost like to the extreme, you know? Like I consider myself a a very, I try to be understanding. I'm inclusive. I believe in diversity, inclusion, equity, and all that. I do believe in all that. But when it becomes almost like a religion where people are being browbeaten and intimidated and yelled at and canceled if they and this whole paranoia of self-censorship. I feel right now like I am damned if I do, damned if I don't, and I have to self-censor myself. It's like, you know what? It's my channel. It's like, fuck it. I'm just so sick of it. It's like, I'm not. That's why I am taking myself out from under any umbrella. I am no longer a never in. I am not a never in anymore. I'm me. I'm Marilyn Onig, Coffee, Cults, and Crafts. That's who I am. He said, you can change wheat pasta with pasta made of lentils or chickpeas. I did see some yesterday when I was shopping, but I was afraid to get it because a lot of those things, at least in the US, are laced with like other things that, okay, like for example, I saw this cauliflower pizza. When you look at it, you flip it over and look at it, it's got tons of fat and it's not even just cauliflower, it's got tons of flour in it. So it's like, and it's got tons of carbs. So what makes it cauliflower? They sprinkle a little bit of cauliflower. So I should definitely do some research and see um, what kind of flour or what kind of pasta like that actually has like chickpeas and not just like a tiny bit, because the food here, guys, oh my God, in the US, I know a lot of you are from the UK and Europe. It's like there's so much in our food. It's crazy. Sadly, processed food is often more affordable. Yeah, it's so true. It really is true. And especially if you wanna get anything without pesticides on it, organic, and even then, who knows if it's really organic? I don't know. I'm getting I'm getting to where I don't trust anybody or anything or oh, I don't wanna become like a bitter old cynical person, but geez. See, Robert Lustig videos have been helpful to me focus on real foods, not diets. Yeah, I will check that out too. I have to go back and look at these comments and see what I can do. Switch potatoes for sweet potatoes. Yep. Don't cover them. Weird sugar marshmallows like you do over there. Right. I did have a sweet potato the other night. It was pretty good. Yeah. I think they're sweet enough. Kate Murphy with broken wings. Your 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 handle always makes me a little sad, but a little bit nostalgic too. Like, oh, my health is so bad. I just eat whatever I want since I'm hardly ever not nauseous. Aw, my blood pressure is way out of whack, as is my GI system, facing having to have stents in the arteries around the heart. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, just do what you can. Be kind to yourself. Listen to your doctor. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do all those things as well. And I know I'm not healthy. Like this whole thing of I I totally understand not um wanting to be fat shamed. I don't like it, and I don't do it to other people. But at the same time, I don't believe that this whole thing of like healthy at any weight and like promoting like that the what is that muck thing where they just eat and eat and eat and eat and it's almost like a sport. It's like entertainment and almost like, encouraging people to be overweight. It's just not healthy. It's not I understand like I'm glad that it's more accepted as far as like not shaming people and not having a pressure of like poor body image, but also for health's sake, I think that just deluding yourself and thinking that, you can be like 3, 4, 500 pounds and still be healthy. I don't see that's true, you know. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. Scale. He said the only chips I'm eating are chickpea chips. They're not fried. Really? I've never seen those. I love chips. I'm a chip girl. Or crisps, right? Is it crisps? Right. Hey, Brenda, Marilyn, do what you think is right. What I or anyone else thinks you should do should not be a determining factor to you. I support you because I see your good heart. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, if you only know how hard I am on certain people sometimes, it's like I try to keep a stiff upper lip. I'm not very good at it in public, but I'm not a doormat. I'm not a wallflower, and I have feelings, and I talk and I say things, and I try to, be truthful. So, this whole black and white thinking, and whatever. If it works for somebody, that's fine. But I got out of a cult. I got out of black and white thinking. I'm not under anyone's thumb. I don't care, like, to be in any quote camp. I'm myself, I'm myself. I do have friends. I have friends that don't like each other. That's fine. I don't care, I am who I am. And I don't get why somehow I'm some kind of like monster bad guy or cow, as I'm being accused of being, by people who are just so high and mighty and can tell everybody else how to do this whole anti-Scientology thing. It's gross. It's gross. I'm not trying to fix anybody. I'm not trying to bully anybody, tell anybody what to do. I am who I am, and I'm here because I care, and that's it, you know? So there. Hey, Joel. Comment. I've been reflecting on many things lately. I'm troubled by all the hate that is around us. I'm sticking with kindness. Let the haters wallow in their own muck. How about you guys? Love wins. Thank you for that. I love that. Hmm. Pause for Andrea. I had a poster in my room as a teen. Diet is die with a T. Tori referred to this the other day when saying part, not the Garfield part. Tori has good tips. She lost 100 pounds and kept it up. Tori Magoo? She did? Really? I didn't know that. Wow. I'll have to ask her about that. I had no idea. Hey, Buttercup 49. Hi, all. Hi, Marilyn. I follow the Galston diet for anti-inflammation. It has helped my fibromyalgia symptoms. I also have an air fryer that's helped me. Yeah, I have an air fryer too. I use that to make my kale chips. I actually tried them without any oil spray or anything, which reminds me, I forgot my little spray thing, but I tried it without it yesterday. It was pretty good. I didn't actually mind it. The kale chips without the oil. Constitution, yes, our brains need fat. Yep, that's true. Yeah, if any of you remember, if you had kids, and I remember the doctor said, like, at a year you switch them over to whole milk, and I was like, why whole milk? And they said because their brains need the fat. Yeah. Real Cheryl, I've been called horrible things this week. Apologist was the least of it. Yeah, I know, Cheryl. I'm sorry. Joel McCoyne, I'm here because of Marilyn and the people that come here. For the most part, we are good, kind folks. Maz has a good oh, you never called me Maz before. I love that. Maz has a good heart. I love her. And all of you. Thank you. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate you so much. And you're a big reason why I stay too. Thank you for that. He sighed. Some say that truth without love is brutality, and that love without truth is hypocrisy. And that has stuck with me for a long time. Yeah, trying my best to live by that, not easy at times. Yeah, I hear you. That's really good. Okay, I'm just scrolling down. James Steele, you're funny. Oh my God, what is this? You're gonna get me in trouble, Giorgio. First day as a mod, please be gentle with me. I have my bucket. Oh my God. Too much. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. And Dr. MLS. Mary Kay. There. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here, Susie. Glad you're back. Love you. Listen, I don't want you to come under fire. That would really make me upset. So please take care. Please just be careful. I don't, yeah, I would really be upset if became a target. And I guess you probably already are because everyone's being asked to make a statement. So stupid. Yeah. Carrie, so glad you're here. I've been MIA for a while, holidays, yet trying to get house ready for sale. Try to be more active. So glad you're back. Yeah, just take care of yourself. Take your time. Hey, Jojo, hope you're back to your usual self. I'm getting there. I'm doing better. I'm trying to, work on my eating issues, and that's what I'm here to talk about. What's eating me? I thought that was a little bit, kind of a twofold meaning because a double meaning. Because yeah, like in reality, I do need to work on that, and also I need to figure out, okay, what's eating me, and why am I eating? Because of what's eating me, you know. Okay, just some of these I already read. Hey, Mark Turi, I don't know if you're still here. It's been a little while since I seen you. Okay. Hey, Tracy, I don't think I've seen you before. Glad you're here. Just scrolling. This cracks me up. Oh my goodness. I do fasting, and all is you don't eat after a certain time at night. Well, and that makes sense because if you go to sleep after you eat something, yeah, on a full stomach, like I'm sure that doesn't help your metabolism and probably gain weight. Oh yeah. Good evening. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. It's been a while. Marilyn, I feel you. I've been dealing with anxiety and overeating. It's so hard for people to understand the struggle. Yeah, especially, through the holidays too. It's right there. And I mean, this is not my husband's fault, but he can eat and eat and eat and eat. He climbs a mountain at least once a week. I can't even remember the last time. Well, yeah, when he had surgery, he didn't last year. He didn't climb a mountain in a few weeks. But yeah, he can burn it off. And it's not his fault, and I have to be able to deal with him having food around that I can't eat. But I was kind of yelling at him too because I was just like, I buy all this healthy food and he eats all that, and then he eats his unhealthy food. And I guess I should just plan that he's going to eat a lot of my healthy food too, which is good for him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm working it out. I'm working it out. Hey, Louise, good to see you. Suggestion: Google Eat Like a Girl. Dr. Mindy makes regular YouTube streams. Not saying you should follow exactly, but she's a fountain of great health info for women. All right. Awesome. Sounds good to me. Hey, Mayor 924. That's another one of my nicknames, Mayor. Kate Murphy comment. I was there too, still struggling with my feelings about Aaron. His issues trigger me. Yeah. And I've told him that. There's a lot of people in the community, especially women, that have, been triggered by this whole thing. And I'm yeah, I've been pretty hard on them guys, Um just to throw them out as some kind of, terrible narcissist that is unredeemable. I'm not no, I'm not doing that. I just can't. But at the same time, like I said, I am taking a step back from being super involved. I'm gonna take care of, other things instead of like constantly, raising money for SPTV Foundation. I still believe in the mission of both the Aftermath Foundation and the SPTV Foundation, but that's not going to be my major focus anymore for a while, and yeah, I was very upset and I said some things that maybe I don't mean, but I was mad. And I think I have a right to feel some kind of way, especially when my inbox is blowing up day and night. Um, and it's been hard. It's been very difficult. Um, hey, Aunt Nini, Aunt Nini Hobbs. Hey there. Good morning, listening while driving today. I've been thinking about you. Thank you so much. I'll call you Aunt Nini. Is that how it's pronounced? Kat, I was in Aaron's chat with you. Tracy, I'm so sick of this. Watch whoever you want. We're grown adults yeah, exactly. It's just so gross. All right, just scrolling. Oh, we got some more started. Okay, awesome. Feral Cheryl, I have misophonia. Never heard of that. I can't watch people eat. It grosses me out. Mukbangs were made too. So yeah, ugh. Yeah, those are awful. Awful. Anna from Canada, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Thanks for making this a safe space, Marilyn. You're welcome. I hope so. I hope it is. LINY7514, Mini Minion. Hey there. Question: what do you think about Nance Drew being called out on Crazy Love is Love? I'm confused about the whole thing. I value your opinion. I don't really have an opinion on that because I didn't see it. I don't know that Nance has been called out. Crazy Love is Love. Yeah, I really have no use for that channel. Nance Drew, listen, I don't have any issues with her. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I guess I don't really have any comment. I think that I don't really agree with what was said last night about her. I think that she is a good person. I don't know what this is about and what's behind the scenes. But she's always been nice to me. And I think that her situation is very unfortunate. And what happened that day, I think that it was kind of accidental contact. I'm not judging people's style of protesting. That wouldn't be my style. But as far as I know, she was very, very new on the scene, and this happened very quickly, and it was very unfortunate. So I guess that's all I have to say about that. Maz, you broadcast his secret identity. Oh, whoops. He has so many, though. I can't keep up with them. Plus, if someone has a wrench, I gotta say who they are. Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations on not smoking anymore. Thank you so much. Oh my God. It's been a temptation, trust me. And now working on the food thing because I think there was a little bit of a shift. Like I couldn't smoke. So I'm not smoking. So it's hard to not gain weight, from this. But I mean, I've gained, yeah, I think I said 8 pounds. I lost a little bit, gained it back, maybe even gained a few more pounds after that. It's like I'm trying. I can lose and gain like 4 or 5 pounds in like a couple days pretty quickly. So I'm just trying to like not look at the scale because it drives me crazy. This is Jude. If they go after Susie, my biscuits can be. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. That will not be okay. Thank you, Cooler by the Lake. Good to see you laughing. You are loved in this space. Oh, thank you. Shoots in a bucket. I can't believe you blew my cover again. Yeah, literally no one. Tony Hoban, I'm glad you're doing this stream, Marilyn. It's great support for me. Thank you. I'm glad because we all talk together. Girl, I'm going to make a statement at 5. Okay. Oh boy. Honey, I'll be there. I'll probably be making dinner. Was it 6 o'clock for me? All right. I'll make sure I'm awake. Sometimes I pass out. All right. I'm going to go back to the live chat here. Emily D. Baker. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. Thank you. All right. Hey, it's all retro. Good to see you. Hey, Marilyn, Happy New Year. I'm really behind on videos. Wanted to say hello. So glad you're here. Nice to see you again. More chocolate is what we need. I developed this recipe. It was modified by a recipe I found. I think it was in the Weight Watcher cookbook or something. And it was these little, just like if I had a really strong craving. It's funny because my son Carter actually likes these, and he's not a big like diet food type person, but I made these little mini chocolate cupcakes. They're more like kind of little fudge brownies and those, those little tiny muffin tins, the little tiny ones. And it has black beans in it instead of flour. It's like flourless. And I used, instead of regular sugar, I used Swerve, and they're really, really good. Actually, really good. It reminds me, I should make those. And then I'd put some in the freezer. And then the guys were just eating them all on me. So. Little Mink, love banana bread. Yes. And Kelly makes it a lot too. She calls it banana bread. I love it. You say banana, I say banana. Let's call the whole thing off. No way. No, we're not calling the whole thing off. Because instead of chips and dip or salsa on celery gives the crunch. I do have some celery. Hey, Buffy Summers. Good to see you, friend. I'm way, way, way behind. I'm going to scrolling up. Holly Brew, the keto dieters are turning cottage cheese into potato chips. What? Cottage cheese and potato chips. Interesting. I'll have to look that. Hey, Slave Oliver. My game plan is only eating 3 meals a day, not cutting out any foods except those I believe I have issues with. Sugar and chocolate is my addiction and moving more. I'm here to support your plan. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. I can't wait till I get I hope that walking pad works out for me, because Georgie can tell you, and anybody else has been in my house. I live at like right next to a highway, in front of a highway, right? And it's really close, and it's a very high speed, and there's no shoulder. So it's really hard to walk on it. Plus I used to be, and this is crazy, but I used to be very self-conscious because of the cult people, and I was afraid, like, if I'm walking on the road, number one, they judge me because my weight. Number two, they would, put curses on me and maybe even try to run me over. I don't know. I had all kinds of mental gymnastics when it came to that. It was terrible. But I need to be able to exercise somehow inside. Cooking with your grandma. Hey, I think there are worse things to be called than apologists. Yeah, that's very mild compared to some of the other names. That's true. Hey, Bodo, best balanced food, not forbid anything, eat often enough, at least 5 meals, eat from all kinds of food, and take care of the sleep. Yeah, I know you can have adverse effects from not having enough sleep. That's another reason for weight loss or weight gain. Yeah. Sharona, I ate a piece of king cake yesterday. It was likely a quarter of the size I would have eaten 2.5 years ago, but I enjoyed it and savored it. Make sure you don't deprive yourself too much. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Buttercup, I switched to dark. Yeah, they say dark chocolate is healthier. I've heard that. And it has less sugar too. Little Mink. It amazes me how much processed food we have in the UK, but you guys over there, something else. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I looked at, and I'm laughing because like after Christmas, I looked at all the little snacks and stuff that we'd been eating and giving each other, like we always do these huge things. And I made these little baggies of like Hershey's Kisses, and then Carter had given me some, not Skittles, but it was Starburst and stuff. It's got all kinds of things. Of course, all the bad dyes like what is it, red 40 and yellow 5 and all that, and high fructose corn syrup and these other things that are just like, oh, like glucose, liquid glucose or something like that. And of course, I looked them up, and almost all of them are banned in the UK. And I was looking at some of the effects of some of these things, and it's like, oh, cause obesity and high blood pressure and diabetes and all the things. So I've had high blood pressure for many years, so I do take medication for that. Um, Believe it or not, my blood sugar and my cholesterol have been pretty good. Lately, they've been creeping up, so I'm like pretty much just borderline everything and kind of like a time bomb. So I got to work on my eating and my health, absolutely, and definitely my weight. Okay, sorry, I'm just done. My Sharona, save calories for rewarding yourself, unless of course it'll send you into a spiral. It takes time to get past those yeah, yeah, it's like I'm not sure even how to approach it. I'm just kind of putting it out there. I'm reading a lot of things. I I never really, I think, came to terms with the fact that there is a pretty direct connection between the ace of my life, which is adverse childhood experiences, and how I see food now and how my relationship with food is. And I don't even realize that like I'm going to it not because I'm hungry, but because it gives me something comfort. Talk about comfort food. Definitely is a comfort thing. Hey, jazzy girl Sarah, glad to see you. Healing my relationship with food has been a long process and still ongoing. Not easy, but worth the effort. Yeah, I agree. Brenda, hatred is never the answer, except hating people getting hurt. Okay to hate that. Yep. Hate bad deeds. Some people may deserve hatred, but only do so after careful consideration. Yeah. Yeah. That's of course. Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like a hateful person. Like I don't really can't think of anybody I particularly hate right now. Well, I do. Somebody who hurt me really badly, assaulted me as a child. That's the first person you know, comes to mind. Um, I don't even think I hate Marlene. I just don't. Yeah, maybe I do a little. I don't like her, that's for sure. This is a good point. I'm going to pull this up because this is a really, really good point. Brooke Elliott, I'm fearful of being pulled into the crap because I'm a mod for an ex-Sciento. This is really messy. All I ever wanted to do is help and relate. Yeah. And I hear you, Brooke. That's this guilt by association, this witch hunt. It's absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to stand against it because it's not right. It's not right. Even though, I have gone independent in a lot of ways. I'm still part of this community, but I'm just not under an umbrella of SPTV. But I still have a lot of friends here, and I still believe in the cause. I taking a stand against bad behavior, yes, and hurting people, but Look at the bad behavior and the hurt that is being justified by people who supposedly are standing up against narcissistic abuse while they're perpetuating the same exact thing. It's just wrong. It's wrong. And I don't like bullies. Well, Cheryl, they need to try harder. I grew up with a Scientology dad. Yeah, you're tough. You're very tough. Hey, Kimberly in Japan. Well, I need to start thinking seriously about my everyday diet. Well, I've heard that the Japanese, like if you live in Japan, they have really like good food, that they have a lot less obesity, heart disease, and all things, kind of like the Mediterranean diet too. Um, Maybe it's because of the sea. I don't know, but yeah, I would think you'd have a lot of good options there. And there's good options here. I just have to look for them and find them and use them and utilize them, you know? Oh, you know what? I have some of those. Um, I think they're the hard candies with the, but I looked and there's something that's banned in the UK. I'm trying to not eat anything that's banned in the UK, but I love those. Those are like some of my favorite candy. Five words. I don't eat them all at once usually, and I pinch them in half. Ooh, I love caramel. That's my favorite. There's 8 lower calorie items in big portions, right? Gotcha. Try cauliflower-based pizza. When I was doing keto a few years back, I tried it. My kids actually liked it. I can't remember. It was like egg, cauliflower. It actually kind of got crispy. Of course, you put toppings on it, and I was doing keto, so you could put like full fat cheese and pepperoni and like all the fattening stuff on it. This is the second part of that. My stomach slowly shrunk, and I was used to eating smaller portions. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll happen. Dark roast siren, hey there. The paleo diet is a great way to strip what we've been taught to eat, um, and learn how to eat from the earth. Yeah, absolutely. Trying to if I buy a bag. Yeah, I haven't even opened mine. I haven't even opened them. They're gone in 60 seconds. I love Werther's. Yeah, there's certain things I can't have in the house. I mean, I do have in the house, but I've not opened them. But yeah, there's certain things I just can't have in the house. Hey, Martha? Farrell, you did a fantastic job yesterday. I emailed Aaron. So surprised he answered in a couple of hours yesterday. There you go. Spelt flour. It has less carbs. All right. Skip the wheat flour. Okay, let's look into that. I've heard of it. I've never used it. Sure, and cauliflower is perfect in its natural form, not as a pretend of food. I did buy like a bag of like grated cauliflower and broccoli to be like rice. I know it's ridiculous, but I, it's not bad though. If you, I love to make fried rice, and if you think of it, rice doesn't really have a flavor, you know. So my kids think this is stupid, this is crazy, you know. But they have eaten my fried rice before with the cauliflower. I'm gonna try that again. 'Cause I add, like, fresh peas or just, like, blanched, green peas, scrambled egg, a little bit of soy sauce, and what else? Like, just carrots and stuff. I don't know. I like it. A lot of ginger, garlic, sweet potato fries are the best. Now I'm getting really hungry. Brenda, being fat isn't healthy. Half of my life was thin. For this last half, thin was better. Yeah, it is healthier. I mean, yeah, and not to, shame anyone, because believe me, I know how it feels. I I've struggled, yeah, I've struggled with it, and it's definitely something that is, like, manifest on the outside because you can see that somebody is overweight, right? It's obvious, but there's a lot of addictions that aren't, so visible, you know? So I think there's, like, a really, terrible, like, shame aspect to it because people can tell right away that, yeah, you may have a problem. And that's not to say that there's not genetic. I know, like, my real mother, my biological mother, when she passed away, she was probably about my weight. And my sister Sherry always struggled with it. She was 6 feet tall, so she was a cool drink of water. She could handle, she could carry about 220 pounds before she even looked like she was overweight. She was like, yeah, like, called herself an Amazon, but it was beautiful and tall, and she could definitely carry the weight, but she always did struggle with it as well. Lentil crisps, yeah. I have made chickpea. I should try that. Chickpeas in because I used to make these. Put them in the air fryer and they get kind of crispy. The only thing is, like, they're so hard that I gotta watch it because my teeth are not as strong as they used to be. Even apples, I have a really hard time. I have to, like, slice them thin. I used to be able to just sink my teeth into an apple and have no problem, but now I feel like the teeth are gonna fall out if I do that. Oh, just scrolling down. I do have somewhere to start. Thank you so much. Oh, someone says something about kale. Air fryer is the greatest invention. Yep. I'm looking for that kale thing. I don't know, I love kale. I never knew it exists. Like, as a kid, there were so many things I'd never even heard of or tried. I didn't know that. Yes, Tori Mago 100 pounds over 20 years ago, has kept it off ever since. Amazing, I had no idea. Sure enough, I didn't need to be fat shamed, I did it to myself. I couldn't live miserable in my own skin anymore. No amount of good body image media could help me, and depression, anxiety had me trapped too long. Yeah, I hear you, and I feel like it can be a cycle, a vicious cycle because, I've got fibromyalgia, which, it you get the pain, chronic pain, fatigue, and the inflammation. Like, I wake up just so stiff and sore, you know. And then overnight, Duncan had the wood stove on, and the door to our room was closed, and I didn't have the space heater in there. So I woke up, just my lungs were like freezing, like, just my chest, like, just I felt just so stiff and sore. My legs didn't want to move, and so, yeah, when you feel like that, you don't really want to exercise, but you need to exercise to be healthy and to lose weight. And you want to lose weight so you're not in pain, but it's hard to lose weight when you're in pain. And it's just this vicious cycle. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to try to move more and, be more mindful and be more aware of what I put in my body, not because I, um, am trying to oppress myself or deprive myself, but because I care about my health, and I really want to work on that. So it really is a whole mind fuck, Okay, I gotta just scoot down. Hey, Arkansas, Flamingo, sweetie, cats, pets, and flowers. Good to see you. Oh no, the oven's broken right now, so can I cook banana bread in the air fryer or in the crock pot? I bet you could. Yeah, look it up. I bet you could. I don't know about the air fryer. I'm not sure, but you can bake. I've seen people bake things in the crock pot. Yeah, seen it happen. Karen S. Yes, throw the scale away. That's the first thing I would tell clients. Kind of freaks them out, though. Yeah. Yeah, this weighing yourself every day thing does not Not work for me. Dr. MLS, I lost 80 pounds just by dropping one snack a day, speed walking on my errands. That's awesome. Rose gold. Member for 6 months. Stay true to yourself, Marilyn. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Appreciate that. Ooh, cauliflower in the air fryer mixed with garlic, tahini, lemon juice. Yummy. That sounds good. I know I'm getting hungry now. Jason, comment. If you have a chocolate craving, 7 pitless dates, soak, 1 tablespoon peanut butter, sugarless baking cocoa, smash all together, cool, form little balls, store in the fridge. That sounds good. And yeah, the dates are very sweet. So yeah. You be you boo. Thank you, honey. Love you, Susie. I'm so glad you're back with us. And thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Swedish Lena, or Swedish Andrea. Food desserts are a real thing in America, right? Where fast food is the only option. Oh, food deserts? It's bigger than just eating right in many instances. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's weird. You know, this city, small city I live near, all they have is they don't even have a Taco Bell or anything. They have a McDonald's and a Burger King. That's it. They do have a Subway, but not with a drive-through. But yeah. Um I can't even I can't even think about eating those right now. Like I used to quite a bit, but maybe once a year Duncan and I will go to McDonald's, but it's yucky. Real Cheryl, the processed food in England is insane, and everything is packaged individually in plastic. I had to return to the USA. I put on so much weight from Greg's sausage rolls. Sounds good, but yeah, I hear you. I mean, high fructose corn syrup needs to be banned. Yeah, they sneak it into the weirdest stuff. What was it that I saw it in? It was something was salty. It was like chips. I can't remember if it was like Munchos or something like that. It was one of those chips, but had high fructose corn syrup in it. I was like, yuck, really? Lori plays. I ate like a pig for 10 days in Scotland and had gained no weight when I got home. The food is just healthier there. I believe it. Probably like more just real food, right? Real Cheryl, HFCS is really, really, really bad. Maybe RFK will ban it. But now we have to eat roadkill. Yeah, I was listening to him. He does have he's got some ideas that seem a little out there, but he has some really good things to say too. They're really interesting. And unfortunately, some of these conspiracy theories sometimes turn out to be true. Yeah. You need every chocolate balls. That's why I need chocolate balls. Oh my goodness. I need catch up here. Hey, so much please. Yes. Yeah. Let's put some recipes in the Facebook group. I gotta go into that more often. The Facebook group. Hey, poet. I eat my feelings all the time. Sometimes they taste pretty good. Most of the time, it's like ashes in my mouth. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Don't worry, Brooke. We got your back. I'm also apparently an OT8. Mm. Yes, Buffy Summers. Not to get preachy, please. No one hate me. No, we couldn't do that. My pastor always says, "Hurting people hurt people. Healthy people help people." Yeah, I heard something like that last night. What was it? Hurt people, and help. Yeah, it's something about help. I can't remember how they put it, but that does make sense. Hey, Elise. Fish, veggies, and brown rice. I'm not a fish eater. I like shellfish. I'm shellfish like that. I like I can deal with fish that don't taste like fish. Like, I can deal with a fish and chips, but of course, can't eat that. Maybe once a year again. Yeah. Granny G, I don't know about you guys, but winters are hard on the waistline. Yep, you're in the frozen north. Absolutely. It is so cold here. It's got to be 10 degrees right now, and it's midday. Yep. I hate to go outside when it's freezing. Yep. I was at went to Walmart the other day and I had to park really far away. It was so cold and I was like, "Oh my god." I ran to into Walmart and I was so freezing. And then I saw this bin of like hats and gloves that were like on clearance cuz like they're trying to sell everything off. They overstocked for Christmas gifts and stuff. And I bought them right there and like just put them on and then just gave the person the cashier, the whatever, what do you call it? The tag. And I was like, I need to wear these because I am so cold. I just came home, put them with the others, but I don't have a huge amount. I'm surprised I only have like a couple of hats and gloves. Asen, comment about smaller portions. Put your food on a smaller plate. The eye fools you that your plate is full. Yeah, I remember learning that in Weight Watchers, like to have a smaller plate and then have like half of your plate vegetables and then a quarter starch and a quarter some kind of protein. That makes sense. Oh, chair yoga. Broke my foot. I did that and it felt easy. Maybe something you like? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, anything would help. Any kind of movement. Yes. When you cook your vegetables, don't cook them to death. Yes, I like them kind of like al dente, right? Keep them a bit crunchy. It keeps more of the nutrients. Serve your craving for crunch. Yep. That sounds good to me. Mm. Brooke Elliott, I feel like growing up poor didn't allow me much choice in food. I built a bad relationship with it and later in life. Now trying to make that relationship better. Yeah. I'm not glad, but I'm glad that many of you can relate because I think we can maybe, do this together. And not that I'm putting any pressure even on myself or anybody to lose weight, but just to be healthier. And then as a result, the weight will come off is what I hear. um, I lost like 40 pounds when I was promoted at the store when I was working at Penny's. I was promoted to like floor supervisor and then merchandiser and all that. And I had to walk a lot. And then when I got another promotion to HR, I gained a lot of it back because I was sitting in the office all the time. But the walking and walking and walking was so good for me. And it actually helped with the fibromyalgia as well. He said, my mother wants to beat my sister because she craves sweets and uh, ate one from the bag we collected at a carnival. Ooh, no wonder we all have issues with body image and food. Yeah, that's sad. That's not good. Lori plays, yes, exercise is really hard when you have fibromyalgia. It's also one of the first things you need when you have, yes. And I really miss, we just have a above ground pool, but I miss that now because in the summer, it helped me out so much. It was just nice movement and oh, toaster oven. There you go. Yeah. If you have a toaster oven. Yeah. Hey, Eric Rader. Good to see you, friend. Glad you're here. Busy working. Just wanted to drop some love in Maryland's chat. Right back at you, Eric. Thank you. Do so, Eric Rader, you beautiful human. Yeah. Lori plays. I wait every morning for years, even when not dieting. Having that record has been helpful to me in my journey. Yeah, I'm glad it works for you because like for me it's just like because I have so much like water weight up and down, it just drives me crazy personally. But I'm glad somebody can benefit from it because it's definitely something that is out there that a lot of people say that it's good for you. So Yeah. Gee, I have a lot of fossil friends. Sounds like you're calling them old, but I know what you mean. Oh, nice. All about the coprolites. Yeah. Awesome. Brenda, my physical health really declined after age 60. I got around much easier in my 50s. Now I walk in the grocery, wears me out and left her. Yeah, I hear ya. And I'm not even my 60s yet, and I feel the same way. Yeah. Just little, I guess, just little bits, right? Just do what we can do. Shit's in a bucket. I think my town has every fast food chain and two, oh geez, that's like where my sister lives in Nashua, New Hampshire. It's like there's like a strip and there's like every fast food you can possibly imagine, every chain, every restaurant, every family restaurant, all the things. And then I swear it just starts to repeat again on the same strip. Sure. Oh, that does sound good. Like hummus, that's a pretend food I can get behind because it's not really pretend food like veggie burger, right? I love hummus. I have made it from scratch, but the best way I've ever made it is by actually peeling the chickpeas. And I don't know, I tend to just cheat and do the canned ones, but it's hard to peel them, but I put them on like between two like tea towels and rub them. And it is time consuming, but it makes it so much creamier. It makes it more like store bought. I'm just scrolling down. Okay, I'm gonna go through. Mm, because it's June, maybe the only grocery store is the Dollar General store with just an aisle of processed food. Yeah, there are a lot of Dollar Generals around here. Oh, you're allergic to peppers? Aw. Yeah, peppers are nightshade, which can cause inflammation, which I was surprised that they're a part of that. There's like potatoes, eggplant, and peppers, I guess, are nightshades. And they recommend if you have things like fibromyalgia and arthritis, which I have both, to cut down on those. But Duncan loves peppers, and we eat a lot of peppers. Speaking of peppers, for a while I had an obsession with bell pepper strips dipped in hummus, super yummy and healthy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some for lunch. Oh, dark roast iron. Has anyone ever done the blood type diet? Just wondering if they felt differently. I believe in placebos. I'm O negative too. Universal, right? Universal blood type. But the foods for me are not necessarily my favorite. I'll have to look that up. And we have the same blood type. Interesting. Ethan, I lost 45 pounds during the pandemic due to my PTSD. I loved that time of isolation. It was stress. Yeah, it was a stress free time. Half of it is back on, but I'm motivated to start again. There you go. Also, drink enough water. Yep. I hear you. I hear you. Yep. Chickpeas in the air fryer. Yep. All right. I'm almost caught up. I'm excited. Have a good day, Anon. Anon. Afraid of water and plastic, but our tap water is unsafe. Yeah, we are so lucky. I mean, I sometimes I even fill these little bottles because I just don't want to have like a big glass that I can knock over. But we have a natural spring for our water, so we are really lucky like that in that way. James still needs space. Yep. Hate going to the store, order online. Yeah, I hear you. I know. I go out like once a week. Such a pain. Oh, we're the universal donor. We can only receive our own. I know. I know. Can we be donor buddies? Yeah, if we ever need it. That's right. My son Austin is also O negative. I keep telling him like maybe like for Mother's Day one of these years because in May for some reason, the blood mobiles seem to come around in May. And I'm like, we should go. And I don't know, like, I mean, will they let me donate blood? I mean, I guess, right? I mean, I don't see why not. I don't know. Am I healthy enough? I don't know. It would be interesting though. Okay, guys. So we're going, wow, an hour and 25 minutes. So I just thought I would come here and just say what's on my mind, which is I usually do. What's eating me? What's eating me is what I'm eating. And what I'm eating is what's eating me. So see you later, Swedish Andrea. Good to see you, everybody. So yeah, I'll work on it. Please leave a message in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, please hit like, subscribe if you haven't. And guys, we're on a journey together, right? And we're figuring it out. I can't be really pinned down to anything, but I'm just doing my best with what we have, right? So anyways, have a great day. I'm going to play the outro and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Zenu, Marlene, everybody partake. Cheers. This is good coffee. This is why, my hubby makes the coffee.